If you are a Christian and you put God first every day, hit that subscribe button. There are moments in life when nothing makes sense. The doors you thought would open stay closed. The prayers you thought would be answered remain silent. And you ask, God, why? But here's the truth. God is still in control, even when you don't understand. Today, I want to share with you powerful reminders from Scripture that will help you trust Him in the mystery. And if one of these points speaks to you, type in the comments, God first. Because trusting Him begins with putting Him first. Asterisk. Section 1. God's ways are higher. Isaiah 55, 8-9 says, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. Sometimes we think we know what's best, but God sees the bigger picture. His perspective is eternal. What looks like confusion to us is clarity to Him. When things don't add up, remind yourself, I may not understand, but God does. His ways are higher, and His timing is perfect. Section 2. Trust beyond sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, For we walk by faith, not by sight. Faith means moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. Like Abraham, who left his home, not knowing where he was going, we must sometimes step without answers. When you can't trace God's hand, you can trust His heart. He will never abandon you. Asterisk. Section 3. God turns trials into purpose. Romans 8:28 declares, And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Not some things, all things. That includes confusion, pain, and loss. God doesn't waste suffering. What the enemy meant for evil, He turns for good. Joseph didn't understand the pit or the prison, but later he saw God's purpose in the palace. Your confusion today may be the foundation of tomorrow's testimony. Asterisk. Section 4. Waiting is part of God's plan. Habakkuk 2:3 says, Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. We hate waiting, but waiting is not wasted. It's preparation. God develops patience, character, and faith in the waiting season. Maybe you don't understand the delay, but God is aligning people, timing, and circumstances. Trust that He's never late. He's always right on time. Asterisk. Section 5. Surrender brings peace. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Stress grows when you lean on your own logic. Peace comes when you lean on God's promises. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving God control. And when He's in control, you can rest even in the storm. Asterisk. Section 6. Jesus is in the boat. Mark 4:39 tells us how Jesus calmed the storm with just 3 words. Peace, be still. The disciples panicked because they didn't understand why the storm came, but Jesus was with them in the boat the whole time. Sometimes God doesn't remove the storm immediately. He reminds you He's present in it, and His presence is greater than your fear. Asterisk. So let's recap. God's ways are higher. We walk by faith, not sight. Trials have purpose. Waiting is preparation. Surrender brings peace. Jesus is always in the boat. Life won't always make sense, but God is always in control. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who feels confused right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more encouragement. Finally, let's fill the comments with faith. Type God first if you choose to trust Him even when you don't understand. Because when you put God first, confusion turns into peace and storms become testimonies. Asterisk.